Hey there, this is Stephanie Treasure, and welcome to this edition of Let's Talk Business Growth Live. And today I'm talking to you about powerful CEO tips to utilize your team. So as you're watching this, please let me know that you're joining me, even if you're watching the replay, by using the comment section of wherever you're watching this to comment below and let me know, or to say or share where you're logging in from and what you do. So a common thing that I find with business owners, people who are what you'd call solopreneurs, who are doing everything themselves and haven't even really seriously considered hiring a team to work with them, and they start to coach with me and we talk about and start to really look seriously at them bringing on team members. The common objection to that is, I don't know what to give them to do, right? And we usually start with the obvious, which is things that you're doing repetitively that can be delegated to somebody, admin things that you don't need to be doing as the owner of your business, right? So those are some of the things that you can use, some of the ways that you can utilize your team. Now, I want to go a step above the obvious, a step above the usual task, like your social media, delegating, posting your social media items or your posts, or the admin things. What I want to share with you today are some things that you don't normally, or you may not normally think about, but these are some great ways to utilize your team as you grow, leverage, and scale, and really move your business to the next level, right? So I've thought about three things that I want to share with you, three ways that you can utilize your team that you may not have thought of, that is a powerful way to really help them to help you to move your business forward, okay? So the first thing is to have them be a part of your planning meetings as relates to campaigns that you're planning, right? So you may, with a business partner or by yourself, be planning the very highest level items, thinking about your growth goals or your income goals for the year, right? But I want you to bring your team on, or at least consider bringing team on board for your tactical planning meetings, right? Not just delegating things and saying, okay, hey, do this, and not have them be plugged into the big picture items of the business. I want you to consider having your team be a part of planning out your campaigns, your content, and some of the things that you're working on to nurture your community, or to parts of a launch, or whatever the case might be, right? Include your team in those planning sessions, right? They can, once you include them in these sessions, they become more bought into your vision and what you're trying to achieve, and can truly be invaluable to help you to bring some of your plans to life and really make your campaigns even that more successful. And they'll also come to the table with ideas, right? As you brainstorm together and open up the floor for them to contribute, they may even come up with some very creative and fun ideas of things that you can do to make your business that much more successful, right? So that's the first way. The second way is to utilize your team in, how should I say this one? You want to utilize them in your social media, your content marketing, right? So have your team contribute by engaging on your posts, right? So you possibly would use your team to delegate, to assign your, to schedule your posts that are going out on social media. Engage your team and encourage them to engage with your posts, so that, sometimes persons may need to see somebody else comment before they add their 2 cents to the mix, right? When you encourage your team to also post, even if it's your followers know that they're team members, it's okay. Let them give their honest opinion on whatever it is that you've posted about, and that encourages other people to interact and engage with the post, giving you a more engaged community and also giving more visibility to your posts and your content, right? So that's the second way that I want you to consider utilizing your team, right? And the third power CEO way that I'd like for you to consider utilizing your team is give them a face, give them a voice, and have them engage with your community on your behalf, right? Not that you're going to disappear and not be the face of your community, but you want for them to also also create their own posts, create content posts, and even go live or do videos for your community, so that your community gets to know that they're, these are your team members, or this is a team member, and see that you have a team around you, know that you have a strong business, and as they see different faces interact and engage, they'll know that if they work with you, they'll have that added support from the people who are part of your team, right? Also, it starts to position you to start thinking about how you're going to, step back and not do everything, or not make all the announcements in your Facebook group or all the announcements on your Facebook page, when you have team members step forward and do that as well, right? And also be a face in your business, okay? So those are 3 power CEO ways that I'd like for you to consider utilizing your team, right? I was hoping that somebody would turn on this light for me. Let me see if I can come out here and get a little bit more light, because I'm losing daylight. Oh, better. So I'd like for you to consider ways that you can really get creative, or using these tips to, even if you have only one team member, start orienting and engaging that team member in one or all of these 3 ways, as you look to grow, leverage, and even scale your business, right? So once you get them oriented, then each time you bring on additional team members, you bring them into the mix and let them know that this is the way that you do things around here. And again, you build that strong support system, which will allow you to step back from some of the things that you're doing, or in some of the cases, like say for planning, it wouldn't be to step back, but it would allow you to open up the floor for more ideas from a collective group of people who are your team members, who are sold into the company's success. All right, makes sense? So go ahead and comment below and let me know which one of these ideas really spoke to you, and that you're going to consider doing as it relates to utilizing your team more in your business. All right? And as you're watching the replay, let me know again where you're logging in from and what you do. And if there was any aha moments that you gleaned from this, I'd love to have you share that below. I do see that Vicky is watching. Hey, Vicky, I haven't seen you for quite some time. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the support. And any questions that you have about what I share too, you could go ahead and comment below, and I'll get back to you in due course. All right? Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next edition of Let's Talk Business Growth Live. Bye.